Awesome. Oh, G-Shock Gold. What's up, man? David. Morning, man. My wife is in chat. Hello, babe. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys. Cool beans. I'm glad the audio is working again. So let's go ahead and jump into this pre-market session here. Let's see what's popping on off. I haven't checked out the scans just yet. So we're gonna find out what's going on here. Let's see. We got a few gappers going on here. Nothing huge, which is surprising considering yesterday's action. It is very surprising that we don't have any big gap ups that I see here, at least on my scans. We got this, what is that? ALJJ, it's up 19%. Volume is very weak today. Volume is very, very, very weak today. Just 200,000 shares traded there, 130,000 on SNOA. You know, SNOA, I like that stock. I traded it before. So I'm really surprised that everything is so light. What is going on here? DPW, that's, crypto related. So we got Bitcoin going to the moon. So it's no surprise that we got DPW popping on off, but that's only up 9%. The leading gapper right now is 19.3. Wow. SPC is down 7.8%. You know what? I have some SPCE in my Roth IRA, just because purely speculative, very tiny position, and I'll add, and it'll always be a tiny position. But just in case that thing goes insane 20 years from now, man, you know what? It can't hurt to try it, right? Like a little scratch off in the Roth IRA. But I'm really kind of disappointed with the gap scan. So you guys have anything gapping up bigger than that? Because this is pretty whack. I traded YGMZ yesterday. I traded that one yesterday, and let's see what it's doing here in pre-market. Yeah, you here? Let's see. So YGMZ. I don't know if you guys traded that one yesterday. I traded it, made some money. I will be posting up that recap today. I didn't post up the recap yesterday. I will be posting that recap up today on YGMZ. I took 3 trades on YGMC. The very first one was red. The second one was red. And then the third one was green and brought me well into the green on the day. Real nice day. So that recap is really going to be a lesson on, risk management along with the live trade on YGMZ. This YGMZ, yesterday's close was 1750. It's dropped in pre-market down here to the 1579 area that you see it at right now. If YGMZ can get over yesterday's close, this thing can get popping again. It really can. Tesla, morning the must. Tesla is up 2.43%. Yeah, man, Tesla is a beast. I really didn't even touch it yesterday. I haven't traded. I don't think Tesla this week at all. I don't think I traded it this week at all. Wednesday I went fishing, didn't trade. So yesterday I came back late, so I traded the afternoon session on YGMZ. But Tesla's just been a beast. I believe it touched like new highs in pre-market. Oh wow, look at that thing go, guys. Look at that thing go. Here's the daily on it. So in pre-market, if we open up now, we're at brand new highs. Look at this thing. Wow. Oh man, the ones in my Roth IRA from my wife's Roth IRA, we got shares from not a lot, shares from 300 and change, and in mine I got shares from 400 and change. So those are looking real nice now. Holding those long term. See what that's looking like in 20 years. QQQ Tom says, yeah, I'm sure all these tech ETFs are pushing. Look at that. It's hard to buy this for a long term here. At least for me. I needed to pull back, but I'm not buying this. Guys, outside of YGMZ that I have on my back burner, SNOA. Let's see SNOA. Hmm. Good pre-market on action on SNOA. That's it. Doesn't get me excited, guys. That makes me want to go back to bed, honestly. Uh, that's really, really bad action. We have pretty bad action in pre-market more in this morning, guys. At least in these small caps. I don't see anything going off there at all. I mean, I'm going to be watching Tesla. I'll be watching yesterday's runner that I traded, this YGMZ. I'll be watching this, see if it breaks up over yesterday's close and see what it does after that. And so Tesla, YGMZ, and that's it right now. I really don't like anything on the scans. DPW has the biggest volume at 521,000 shares traded this morning, and I'm not even going to touch that thing. PLTR is down 4%, says David. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at PLTR. I like PLTR. I want PLTR to drop even more so I can buy it for. Well, I can't buy it anymore in my Roth until January. We limited out the Roth IRA already. So I'll probably. I'd like to buy some at least in my Charles Schwab account, my long-term swing account, and then next month buy some in my Roth. But I need it to go down more. I get greedy with these entries, and it's cost me money and missed opportunities. So don't follow me. Uh, but I'd like PLTR to drop back down. Like I'd really like PLTR to get down here into like these low 20s. That's if we can get it down here in $20, that'd be awesome. 26 now. Yeah, here's the daily right here on PLTR. It's got an awesome pattern. I'm not gonna lie, like this thing is looking nice. That's why I really would like to get a little bit more of a drop on it. Maybe I can buy some calls, maybe just buy the shares in the long-term swing account just to see what we get. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. For those of you who are a little bit unsure, there you go. There's your flag pattern right there. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Oh, Pfizer. Yeah, I mean, there's as far as I know, Pfizer isn't making any money on the vaccine, so don't really expect much out of it. Yeah, the must, yeah. There's your flag right there. Boom. That's the daily on PLTR. Really clean. Really clean. Let's see what it does. It's gapping down, so there's the gap down on it right there. We'll see what it wants to do. But yeah, guys, really, there's not a whole lot going on, man. I really wish. I mean, but it's Friday. It's Friday. Fridays are typically the weakest volume day of the week. But I haven't seen a Friday this week in a long time. I haven't seen a Friday this week in a long time. Uh, like look at the gap scan. This gap scanner is usually lit up, and this is what we have to work with here today, at least for right now. That's why I'm gonna keep watching. That PL, not the PLTR. Keep watching Tesla and yesterday's runner that I traded again, that YGMZ. But YGMZ, I don't even know if this thing's gonna have any oomph behind it. Tesla, since Tesla's looking like it's gonna open up at new all-time highs, I'll just be watching for like some mid-gap support. Maybe if it can hold that 670, or if it can hold the previous all-time high, which is shows right here in the 650s area. If it pulls back down here to 650s, we got all these tops. It might bounce off of that area. Was mRNA supposed to be dropping vaccine news today? Can't say I like the way the stock trades. Though, to be fair, I don't know if they were supposed to be dropping any vaccine news today. I haven't been really one of those guys that's trading the vaccine news stocks or tickers based off of their news. I don't think I've traded mRNA maybe once this year, so I don't really know what they've been doing as far as news goes. But I think mRNA is, that's it. Like it had its vaccine. That was its moment. That was like, oh, here we are, vaccine. And I think that's it, right? What else is there for them to do at this point until maybe something new pops off? But there's the daily on it. It's up there, man. Like watch for 130 to hold support. We're at 141. Watch for 130 to hold support. This upper wick here and these lower wicks here. So I guess you guys have a similar watch list to mine. Not much, huh? It's just looking that way. It's Friday, so it's typical. So, typically what I like to do on Fridays, especially if I've had a really, really good week and the Friday opens up like this, is I typically say, okay, I'm going to decrease my size a little bit, protect the week's profits, make sure that today is a safe day because low volume, low volatility Friday can be pretty bad. It can really hurt you if you're not careful. So today, what I'll definitely be doing based off of this pre-market action is decreasing my share size, and maybe I won't even take a trade today because we don't have to trade every day. If the setup is there, then boom, we trade it. If it's not there, then we don't trade it. It's really not that complicated. We don't have to let emotions dictate our trades. It is looking extremely quiet, extremely quiet. Wait, I mean, I can't emphasize this much more. Like, be careful today, right? It's looking eerily quiet. I haven't seen free market this quiet since what? October, September? I really don't. Hey, look at that. I don't have one thing on my gap scanner here, one ticker with over 1 million shares traded. Look, the leading gapper, 241,000. SNOA, 133. 29,000 on this. Well, that's one to keep on watch just because it might be one of those pumpy ones. Then 219, then DPW 609. Not one ticker with over 610,000 shares traded. So yeah, that's what I would suggest today for myself is that, I'm going to be very careful and protect my profits just because there's no sense in pushing it. Monday's right around the corner and Monday could be very, very hot, right? That's just the way it all works out typically. Um, Fridays are just like that sometimes. So, you know what? Let's take advantage of this. Any questions, any other tickers you see, just throw them in chat there and I'll bring them up on the screen and we can analyze it together. Also, remember to go to the daytraderchatroom.com and check out the new website. You can sign up and you can use coupon code SAVE50 today, save an extra 50 bucks there. All right. If you have any troubles with the code, please let me know right away and I'll make sure to get that squared away for you. So the daytraderchatroom.com, we have different tiers available. And I believe the biannually and the annually have a free one-on-one session with me as well. There's also a free course you can download on there as well. So if you go to the daytraderchatroom.com and you go to the course section, you can download the free course and you can go through that. It'll give you a little taste of what's to follow through the paid subscription, of course. And we have the day trader course, we have the options course that comes out in January now, probably like the first week of January. Then in the springtime, we're going to have the swing trading course and the shorting course. And I'm also going to be doing the real estate course as well. The Musk says LAZR looks like it could be making a push from the 26 level, thinking it could retrace up towards the daily in the coming days. LAZR. We'll take a look at that one. LAZR. Let me duplicate right here. So LAZR. Go to that 3-minute. There could be it could bounce here. It could very well bounce here. If we can hold this level here, boom, get rid of this. So we could very well bounce there if we can break up above that. That's not a bad little back burner play there, the Musk. Kind of something to keep on the back burner. Thanks. I'm gonna keep that one on the back burner there because it could give us a little relief bounce, maybe make a push back up to 30 bucks. But we got to get up over that level there, that pivot you see there, that line. You see it couldn't get above it yesterday. You see it right here at the bell. The bell rang. These are 3-minute candles. Boom, couldn't get above it. And then today we're just underneath it. So like as of right now, for me, I would be looking to You know, and I'm not going to do it, but if I were going to trade this, I would be looking to short or buy puts in front of that pivot there, that resistance line, and I, you know, be considering a long up over it. So maybe a break up above it, pull back, show that it's support, and then if we bounce off of it with some volume, it could be a potential little swing trade there. Maybe make a push back up to 30, break up above 30, has room to 33, 34, that 33, 34 area, these previous tops, right around here. So let's call it 33.50. Boom. And you know, after that, it's got room to 40 bucks basically if it breaks up above 37. But yeah, definitely something to keep on watch. Nothing showing up on the scans. Here are the down gappers. Even the down gappers, look at the volume on these. Even the volume on these gap downs are not anything to be excited about. Oh, we got GME popping up here on the scan right now. UXIN. Who remembers UXIN? Who remembers UXIN from way back? See if we can get back there. There it is. There's one of those pushes on UXIN. And I know I'm pretty sure I had bigger ones, but maybe not. I remember that. So UXIN, but there's nothing there right now. And then GME, which is GameStop. I did a swing trade on that one. Remember that swing trade? Did really good on it. And then I missed out on this. Remember, I sold out as we started to drop. Boom, sold out. And then look at that push after it, you know, I came all the way back down here to 10 bucks. Like nobody's holding that. And then boom, it caught that 50-day. Look at that. But GME with a quick pop here in pre-market. See if it has any news. Let's take a look and see if GME has any news. I don't see any news on GME right now. Although 23 hours ago, Motley Fool has an article out titled "Why is GameStop closing stores after its best sales month in years?" But I don't see any PlayStation 5 scalpers use bots to hunt down scarce consoles. This GameStop was jumping higher today. Yeah, there's not really anything here that, you know, is basically showing us why it's popping. It popped basically, what, 60, 70 cents just now. Let's see here if the market briefing is up from the squawk so we can read that, but it's not up yet. That's weird. It's taking a little while to get that briefing up. It'd be nice for it to come up so we can read it. Yeah, if GameStop can hold, check it out. It's basically at that level now. Watch what happens when I draw this line. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? People think, oh, you draw the lines on the chart and it's, dude, it's, look at it. We drew this line right now here, okay, on the daily, okay, these previous tops, this previous bottom, and where are we finding resistance? Right in front of it, right in front of that area. That's how it is. But you have to make plans and know if you're gonna short, where you're gonna short, where your stop loss is, if you're gonna go long, where your long is, where your stop loss is, and always know that no setup is ever 100%, you know, like right always. That's why we manage risk. So there you go. If we get up over this little area, which is going to probably be some, you know, strong resistance, then you have a shot at, you know, 1750s. Then if you break that, you can push up to almost 20 bucks. So that's your level there on the daily. It's as easy as drawing that one line to identify it. Now, how to trade it, that's a whole other animal, right? That's a whole other animal. You can come up with a plan. Like for me, right? For me, if I'm bullish on the stock, which right now I'm not bullish on it. I don't see any reason to be bullish on it other than it has a huge short position, but there's no news, there's no real catalyst to get that thing to pop right over, right? But if we had it, I'd be looking for a big volume break up over that resistance line, a pull back down to it, and then a confirmation bounce with some good volume. That's it. My stop is underneath it. If the trade works out, I make money. If it doesn't work out, I take a small loss. And then we move on to the next one. Right. What are your thoughts on EBON? Do you think it might have a bounce when the market opens today? EBON. EBON. 74 million shares in the float. I don't, this thing's beat up, man. I mean, it's already given a little bounce. Like, look, it came all the way down here to $3.80 some odd cents, 70 cents, and it's bounced all the way up to almost $5. It's already given a bounce. It seems like it's a very light volume type play. I just by looking at the pre-market action, I'm pretty sure there's no press release going on right now. So there's no catalyst to make it bounce higher. Can it bounce higher? Anything's possible, but it really isn't gonna do much. I would suspect until it breaks up over $5. Then if it breaks up over $5, target would be and it has to have a catalyst. Like just because it breaks $5 doesn't mean it's gonna go to $6 and test this gap entry, right? It doesn't mean it's gonna do that. It could give you a break up over $5, go to 525, 540, and then come all the way back down to 450. It can happen, right? There's got to be a reason. There's got to be volume. There's got to be some power behind it in order to get and make these moves, right? Breaks up over this gap, then it's in the gap entry. So you're in the gap fill zone and you got a gap to fill. Do stocks have to fill the gaps always? No, they do not. Absolutely. If it has some credible press release or something. Do I expect it to do anything today? Not really. I don't see a reason why it would. 9:25, and typically I am like getting ready to sign off of the live, but we might just extend this a few minutes in past the open to see if anything pops up. If something pops up that we can take a look at together, we'll do that. I'll probably stay a few minutes after the open here with you guys because there's really nothing that I'm hyper focused on that I gotta be lasered in on when the bell rings and can't be fiddling around with the YouTube. With the YouTube, sound like an old person. The internets. Let's send it out into the stock markets. But yeah, guys. I mean, I wish I had better, like more excitement for you on a play here, but don't really see it. I don't really see it. I don't really see it, and I don't know if I'm gonna trade Tesla today. Honestly, that thing's up there. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy to see Tesla way up there where it's at today. Let me grab this. You could see, look at that. That's a wild uptrend. Like, look at this yesterday, man. I wish I would have been around for that. I love these red to green moves like that. These intraday red to green moves. Stock opens up, drops red, goes green. I love that, especially on large caps. I love it on all small caps too. It's my favorite setup. By far, my favorite setup. I wish I would have seen this, but what was I doing at this time of the at that time of the morning yesterday? I think I was cleaning fish down at the Keys. Went fishing and we were just cleaning some fish. And then I didn't get back home until like a little bit after 12. No, actually a little bit after 1. So I didn't trade until later, and there was that YGMZ trade. Did I get that ticker right finally? YGMZ. And I will be posting that recap with actual good lesson on it today. I already recorded it. All I gotta do is edit and upload. check out yesterday's video. I think you guys will like it. It's purely entertainment. It's a purely entertainment-based video, just like the one before it. And I think you guys will like those pretty like a lot, especially if you read the comment section. It's entertaining. Here, I'm gonna share the link with you guys for the free course. Here you go. Here's the free course. Free course. Boom. You can sign up there for the free course, and that way you get a little taste of what the courses are going to be like. Obviously, if you've been trading for a year or two, you should be able to fly right through that course, answer all the quizzes, get 100%, and you'll be like, okay, well, that was easy. Of course, it's easy. You've been trading for a while. But if you're brand spanking new and and you don't even know like what level 2 is, you're going to get a lot of value from that free course that I just posted there. Otherwise, just go through it, and then you'll get a little taste of what we're going to be offering through the rest of the courses that are on the site already. Access will be available on the 28th for everything else, including the chat room. I got a little bounce on Tesla there. Oh, we got a new little gapper here. Kuro. Curo. Wow, a quick pop right there. But 56,000 shares. You know, it's kind of iffy. Let's go take a look and see if there is any news on it. Curo. That's not it. Curo. Okay, so 4 minutes ago, Curo Group Holdings Corp positioned to benefit from Catapult's announced merger with FinServ Acquisition Corp. So it has a press release there. It's 16.76 million shares in the float. We're gapping up here to this. It's made quite the move. So it's definitely something to keep on watch there. Definitely something to keep on watch. See if we, hold these levels on any pullback. Bit of a head and shoulders there on the daily. You see it work out there. Oh, there's the belt. The CURO, definitely we'll keep that one on watch. See what it wants to do. Right now, the belt, there's the belt. Tesla is moving around some. We'll go ahead and get the other chart. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Not really supposed to stream on YouTube level 2, so we're going to just put this chart right on over it so it's not seen. And there you go. There's Tesla right there. All-time highs, guys. History is being made there. You're witnessing it. So, yeah. It is after the bell. The bell rang. It's 9:30 and a few seconds. I'm going to stay live for a little bit longer just because, honestly, there's really nothing that's popping off that says, trade me right now. You must trade me. So we're going to hang out here a little bit longer. Not too much longer, but a few more minutes. Don't really see anything. CURO is the leading gapper right now, up 26%. 16 million shares in the float. Has a press release. Some levels here on the daily here, you can see them. It's trying to hold this line that we just drew here in pre-market. But, that's about it. Tesla whipping around. Tesla low of day is 665. New high right now being placed 672.77. So it's whipping around a lot. I'm going to wait and let that thing settle itself down. I don't trade the opening bell like that because of the wild momentum. It's just not something that I'm good at, so I stay away from it. I wait and let it, let these patterns develop. And if it gives me a setup, I will jump in it and trade it and manage my risk. And that's it. That's how I operate. So right now, Tesla 665. What was it that we said in pre-market? Like that 660 to 650 area is the one that we were looking at to see if it would hold it, which was the previous all-time highs, right? Let's see here. Let's go to the daily. We said this area right here, 655. The low of day is 665. So it didn't quite make it down there, but it did hold in front of it. And now look at it. It's just going. There's the daily right there. We said these areas. Get rid of this pre-market and post-market stuff. What a move, man. What a move. That Tesla is no joke, man. Let me move the gap scan out of the way here. Put this here for you. Boom. So you got the high day scanner right here, and you have your losers and winners there. I don't know why this scanner right here isn't showing anything right now. It usually is lit up. There we go. There's a pullback on Tesla. But still, like for me, I wouldn't be trading it even here. Typically, I don't start trading until like 9:45. But like I said, honestly, I might even sit on my hands today. CURO made a quick little pop there. Oh boy. Get rid of this. There we go. Okay, good. What is happening? Let's go take a look at CURO. Oh boy, Charles Schwab. Good old Charles Schwab. It's CURO, right? Yeah, CURO. That's the ticker. And there we go. Remember, that's the one we were talking about. See, it held that line we drew in pre-market. It held that line right there. Boom. Volume is really light on it, though. Look how light this volume is, guys. 44,000 shares traded, 18,000 shares. That is a super light volume. I could not get involved in that because those low volume plays, I don't trade them all. They make me nervous, honestly, because they can flush like that, and I'm not a fan of that stuff. I don't want to see this thing start trading, way more shares than that on a 3-minute candle. Like, honestly, 27,000 shares on one 3-minute candle. That's insane, right? Because $11, 23, well, it was 27,000 shares. 253,000 bucks. I could have traded half of that if I wanted to. Half the volume on that candle could have been me. I don't trade that large on small caps, but it could have been me. So like I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. It's making the move we talked about, right? Exactly to the penny. Look at that. We called this out in pre-market, but yeah, the volume is increasing, so it's definitely something to keep on watch. Definitely something to keep on watch. See what Tesla's doing. Tesla held that VWAP on that pullback right there. Struggling up at those all-time highs there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Tesla try to make a push to 700 bucks today. That thing is nuts. It's mean. If you're going to trade Tesla, the options or the stock itself, make sure you manage your risk, with your share size because this thing can whip around like that super fast. You got to be careful. I trade both the stock and the options, and I manage my risk with my share size, right? That's how you manage it. Like ideally, what I would have wanted out of Tesla this morning would have been a drop down here, and then that red to green move. That would have been nice. It can still happen. CURO. But look at that volume. It's so weak. It's so weak. We got Fubo making some moves here. Let's take a look at that. Whoa. Oh, okay. I was like, what happened there? Okay, there you go. Fubo, nice move. This thing's been on an absolute tear. Look at that. It's been on an absolute tear. Pull back to 24 bucks could be a bounce area if it ever does it. CURO. CUR still hanging in there, man. Finally, the volume's starting to get bigger. You see how the volume is getting bigger? So that's good. That's a good sign. If we get a pull back into this 1150 area, one could see a potential bounce there. So this is what I would do next. Right here, boom. Draw my fib levels. And we're going to see if, it's probably going to keep pushing a little bit. We're going to see if then we pull back into this area. See, there we go. Quick little push, new high again. See if it pulls back into this VWAP area. It's a 38.2 VWAP zone. That thing's moving, guys. It really held. Look at, remember the line we drew right there? Look at it, boom. That line we drew in pre-market. Look at that. It held it to the penny. Wild. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla trying to hold that 675. I wouldn't be surprised to see Tesla come all the way back down and test the low of day at some point before it bounces up and just makes a push to like 695 or something crazy. High day is 681. But CURO is where the attention's at. I mean, momentum chasers, scalpers are having a field day right now, but that's not how I trade. So that would mean no setup there for me right now. It's not giving up. I have day on it. 1363. Just keep squeezing. I mean, what? I wouldn't be surprised if they squeeze this thing right into a halt at this point. Nicholas, that's good, man. You're making money. Who cares, right? You're making money now. Is it a long-term hold for like in a retirement account, or is it just like a swing trade? Because if it's a swing trade, I mean, when do you plan on taking profits? Even if it's just a partial, you got 2 shares, you could sell one whenever you want and make some money there. Because I mean, you're up nicely. You're up real nice. We got a handful of shares, nothing huge at all between my wife and I in our Roth IRA, you know. But we're in from 380 on one account and 400 and something in my Roth. So she's got a better average than me. Not even fair. I'm the trader. Man, this thing's not pulling back. This CURO. Oh, guys, we might see the pullback. Look at the daily. Look at that line we drew in pre-market. Let's see what's going to happen there. This is going to be very interesting right here. Did it halt? It halted. What did I say? I'm telling you, you have to join the daytraderchatroom.com. We're going to be doing this every single morning, all right? Starting on the 28th, all of next year and for years to come. We called this out perfectly. Look at the line we drew in pre-market for support. Look at the resistance line. We said it was probably going to halt right now here pretty soon. Here we have the halt right in front of the resistance. If this thing gaps up over the halt price, it could get like moving. It could get moving. Let's see what it's going to do. It's crazy. You're planning on a long-term hold. I want to see if it reaches 1,000 before I get out. No shame in that, bro. If it's a long-term hold, that's what it is. That's what I have in the Roth, a long-term hold on it. I also have a small M1 Finance account. I don't know if you're familiar with the M1 Finance. Let me see if if I can show it to you here on the camera. It's an app, and it has various positions. Well, I mean, you can like make your own fund type thing. You see that? A real small account. I'm up 48% on it. I'm only up $852. But look, when you open it up, you see how you have here like different, like you have like, what is it called? Partial shares or whatever. I have everything in here. VTI, which is Vanguard Total Stock Market Index. VYM, which is Vanguard High Dividend Index, right? Then I have Apple ETF, not index. Then I have Apple, Amazon, Tesla, and my Tesla. You wouldn't believe this. I only have in this account. I only have 0.33 shares of Tesla. My average on it is 138. I'm up 402%, but I'm only up 184 bucks. That's the M1 Finance app. It's pretty cool. You kind of build your own fund, let's say, right? Your own like little pie, they call it. So this CURO, right? What I would be looking for here, it'd be nice if this 90 MA creeps up here real fast here out of the halt. If we get a drop out of that halt and hold this level, it might give us a bounce. You know, 15 bucks would probably be, yeah, right around here would probably be the target. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this open up on a gap up and then quick low drop with a quick like rubber band boom right off of it. And that's all just wildness that I don't like to trade. I would be looking for a potential entry here in this zone. Don't know if I'm going to trade it, to be honest with you. But I'm going to keep it on watch. And I will keep it on watch throughout the day. Because if I don't trade it right now, Maybe I'll trade it later, 10:30, something like that. Who knows? It depends when it wants to set up for me. Yeah, no problem, Nicholas. No problem. It's a cool little app. You just you pick different tiers. There are different stocks, or you can pick one of their setup, their made up already pies, or you can make your own. I made my own. It's all basically tech stocks, and then you allocate. When you're gonna put money into it, 10% goes to Apple, 5% goes to Tesla, 10% goes to VTI. That's what I picked. I think I have 20% goes to VTI. So you pick certain percentages and it just splits your money all throughout that. That's not a retirement account, but it is something that I'm going to be probably investing into and holding for long term alongside my Roth. And then alongside my three long term accounts are my Roth IRA, right? My Schwab account with my long term swings, which I have Boeing and Disney in, and I try to buy more. And then this M1. All right, guys. So you know what? We're gonna hang out here until this CUR comes out of this halt, see what it does, and then probably after that, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here. But man, I'm telling you, we called that CURO to the penny, to the penny. I love that we called that in pre-market. The lines drawn in pre-market, and here they are. Support, boom, right to that resistance zone. Now we're halted. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens out of that halt. Very, very interesting. If I were to trade this, it would be very small size, especially today, because of the lack of uh, action we saw in pre-market. It could have turned off a lot of traders, and you get that herd mentality, and people just start, I'm not going to trade today, and they leave for breakfast. They go to Cracker Barrel, Denny's, and have themselves some French toast. Wonder how long this halt's going to be. Feels like it's been halted for a while. To every time I see something like this, a 57-cent stock is the leading, penny stock for the day. I always am like, it doesn't look like it's going to be a good day. Here we got some of the larger cap stocks. I trade it all. I trade a lot of these larger cap stocks as well. So Airbnb is up to 158 again. That thing had a really nice bounce. Jeff, no. As a matter of fact, if I was going to be very active today, I wouldn't be looking to trade until probably around this time, 9:40, 9:45. I don't trade the bell. So 9:30 a.m., I'm sitting back and I'm letting all the scalpers and all the momentum chasers just punch each other in the eye and take money from each other. And then I wait. I wait for my pullbacks. I wait for my setups. And then I trade that. Like right now, CURO, I was saying out of this halt, if it drops down here and hits like this 1250 zone, maybe $12 zone, and bounces up, that could be a potential setup. Will I trade it? I don't know, because I'm having some trust issues today with these based off of pre-market action that we saw. I've had a very good week, very low volume that we're seeing today on Friday, which is rare like lately. It's the very first Friday that I've seen so weak. So I might be hands off today, man. But typically, I don't really start pressing that buy button until 9:40. 9:45 the latest, and then sometimes I won't take a trade sometimes until 10:30. The other day I didn't take a trade until like 2 o'clock. I wait for my setup, and when I see it, I attack, and that's because I just care about consistency. Yesterday I traded Jeff. Yesterday I traded YGMZ, and I traded in the afternoon because I wasn't around in the morning, driving back from the Keys and stuff. Went fishing on Wednesday, so I traded in the afternoon. I took three trades, two red, one green, and that one green bought me well into the green on the day. I'm gonna post that video up today, so make sure you stick around and watch it later today. I talk about how to manage risk properly so that you can allow your winners like that one to dwarf your losers. That one winner erased two red trades on the day. But that's patience. One has to have patience in trading and be okay with not taking a trade. I might not take a trade today, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Monday's right around the corner. If I don't get my setup, if I don't feel confident in the setup, there's no reason for me to click the buy button. More often than not, when I do that, right, I have that feeling I'm not confident in the setup. I don't like it. It doesn't really meet all the criteria. It ends up being a red trade. Man, this thing is halted still. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's halted so long. Let's go see. Let's go see if we can find that real quick. Oh, there it is. It opened up. It opened up on gapped up. You see, it gapped up. It gapped up to 15 bucks. High of day is 15 on the dot. What did we say? What did we say, guys? Look at the daily. Look at the lines that we drew. Now let's see if it's going to break up over that. It could very well go. Nope. Looks like it's going to go. Is it going to go? It's struggling there at 15, guys. There's no trades for me on this right now. It would have had to pull back down here. You see this area? Oh, there it goes. Out of that halt, I needed to pull back down here. Then I would have gone long. I'm not touching this. I am not touching it. But everything we said, exactly like that, minus the pullback. It gapped up. It gapped up. There's no play for me on that. I wanted it to gap down and hit that area right here, right? This $13 area. And then we would have had a potential bounce there to 15. It's a no-brainer, 2 points right out of the gates, right? But instead it just gapped up right in the face of 15 bucks, and then it got slammed back down as you see right now. But it is holding this previous halt. So as long as it keeps holding that previous halt area, it could be potential play. But I'm not touching it right now. This thing could easily just come poop all the way down here to 13 and get halted on the downside. I'm not about that life. I'm about managing my risk, my friends. That's how you stay consistently profitable. So it's broken now underneath this previous halt. Volume is increasing as we come back down. I don't like that. It's not for me. Everybody has their setups. Everyone has their strategies. And for me, there's no play on this right now in this very moment. That's for me. A lot of shorts like to short this first downward push like that. If a lot of buyers come in, they'll get squeezed out. Before you know it, this thing could be, let's see, what's the next level? The next level is probably right here, 16 bucks. It'll be almost like, every dollar almost at this point. After that, almost 17, right there, 17. See? Those are the levels right now. And so far, we've called every single level from the day's low to that halt price earlier to the gap up. We've called it all to a T, guys. I can't wait to do this with you in the at the Day Trader chat room, starting on the 28th. We're gonna have a blast. All right, so it looks like it's struggling there, but it looks like it might want to hold it. It held that VWAP. It held that VWAP. We're gonna let this 3-minute candle close, and then we're gonna close it off, guys, and we'll go about the morning. Any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments section, and I'll come back around later and definitely answer them for you. And be careful today. Be careful today, and just manage your risk. Take that green when you get it, and that's about it, guys. So it's like we're gonna move. So look at that candle. Look at the range on that 3-minute candle. Look, there it goes. It held. It held. All right, guys. So be careful if you trade that CURO. Mind your risk. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to check out the daytraderchatroom.com. Save 50 today. All caps will get you an